your favorite brand stylist, Branding Day, and today we're going back to the basics. We're talking about branding, and I'm going to cover everything you need to know: what it is, why it's important, who it's for, when to implement it in your business, and how to start once that time arrives. But before we dive in, let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I've been in the realm of marketing and branding for the past 7 years, and I've had the opportunity to work with celebrity clients and large influencers to help them build their brands from the ground up. I've also coached dozens of influencers and entrepreneurs on how to position themselves to get visibility, sales, and results. So when it comes to branding, you're in good hands. And if you're ready to take your brand to the next level today, I've got some branding goodies for you over on my Instagram, branding.bay, and my Etsy shop, Branding Butterfly, where you can find pre-made templates to make your life a whole lot easier. But without any further ado, grab your pen and paper and let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, what is branding? Branding is the process of creating a unique name, design, and image that identifies and distinguishes your product or service from others in the market. It's not just your logo, it's your entire brand identity. Think about brands like MAC or Fenty. When you see their logo or packaging, you know exactly what you're getting. That's the power of branding. Bad branding lacks personality, it's not easily recognizable, and it leaves your consumers feeling confused, while good branding invokes emotion and connection, and that's what creates brand loyalty. So what are some elements of good branding? That's a great question. When it comes to branding, there are a few key elements that make up a strong, cohesive brand identity. Let's dive into a few of them. First up, we have the brand's visual identity. This includes things like your logo, color palette, typography, and imagery. These elements should all work together to create a visually appealing and cohesive look for your brand. For example, Sephora, they have their bold black and white logo, bright lettering, and sleek product packaging that all work together to create a strong and recognizable brand identity. Next, we have brand messaging. This includes your brand's missions, values, tone of voice, and messaging style. These elements should reflect in your brand's personality and how you speak to your target audience. For example, Glossier's brand messaging is about celebrating natural beauty and individuality with a conversational tone and inclusive language. Another important element of branding is consistency. Your brand should be consistent across all touch points, from your website and social media channels to your product packaging and even customer service. This creates a seamless and professional experience for your customers and builds loyalty and trust. Remember, customers love knowing what to expect, and familiarity is key when building a strong brand. One brand that has consistency down pat is MAC Cosmetics, with their signature black and silver packaging and sleek professional branding across all of their branding materials. Finally, good branding is about differentiation. Your brand should stand out from the competition and offer a unique value proposition that sets you apart. This could be through innovative products, exceptional customer service, or a distinctive brand personality. For example, Fenty Beauty's diverse product range and focus on inclusivity have set them apart in the beauty industry and quickly helped them become a fan favorite. Your branding should reflect your unique value proposition, speak to your target audience, and be consistent across all touch points to create a strong and memorable brand identity. Why is branding important? You might be wondering, why do I even really need branding? You may even be thinking of a popular influencer with a business that does not seem to have strong branding, but still somehow seems to make sales. There's a reason for this, and I will cover it in another video, but if you're not a popular celebrity or socialite, my friend, branding is what will set you apart from the competition. It is what helps customers recognize and remember your brand. Without a strong brand identity, you will blend in with everyone else in the market. Plus, a strong brand can help you build trust with your customers and increase brand loyalty. I mean, think about it. We all have that one beauty brand that we cannot live without. Marketing is what helps you reach your clients, but branding is what captivates their attention and influences them whether or not they will buy from you and continue to buy from you. Who is branding for? Branding is not just for business owners who already have $1 million in sales. Branding is for everyone, whether you're a small business owner, a freelancer, or even an influencer. Anyone who wants to stand out in the market and build a strong presence should focus on their brand identity. And yes, even if you're a one-person show, branding is still important. Think of yourself as a brand ambassador. You are the face of your brand, and your brand should reflect who you are and what you stand for. When should you implement branding in your business? Long story short, as soon as possible. Whether you've just been starting out or you've been in business for years, it's never too late or too early to focus on your brand identity. In fact, the sooner you start, the better. That way you can build a strong brand foundation and establish your presence in the market. Now, how to start with branding. Now that you understand the importance of branding and have a solid understanding of the key elements that make up a strong brand, it's time to start building your own. The first step in creating a cohesive brand is to define your brand identity. This includes creating a brand name, logo, color palette, and typography that accurately represents your brand and your business to appeal to your target audience. But don't just stop there. It's important to also establish your brand personality, mission, and tone. Are you fun and playful or more serious and professional? What values do you stand for and how do they relate to your business? If you don't know, you can definitely check out my brand personality quiz down below. What tone of voice do you want to use in your marketing materials, and how does it reflect in your brand personality? These are all important questions to consider as you build your brand. When choosing branding elements like colors and fonts, it's important to consider the psychology behind them. For example, the color blue is often associated with trust and professionalism, while red is often associated with passion and excitement. Similarly, serif fonts are often associated with tradition and sophistication, while sans serif fonts are more modern and often represent simplicity. By understanding the psychology behind these elements, you can choose branding elements that accurately represent your brand and appeal to your target audience better. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry. I know this is a lot of information, but I got you covered. Head over to my Etsy shop where you can find pre-made branding templates that will help you create a cohesive and professional looking brand in no time. The psychology has already been done for you. And if you're looking for more guidance, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Branding Bae, where I regularly share branding tips and tricks to help you take your brand to the next level. If you're a beginner in design, tools like Canva can make it super easy to create professional looking designs without any prior experience. But there you have it, folks. That's the basics of branding. Remember, your brand is more than just a logo. It's your entire identity, and it's what sets you apart from the competition. So go out there and create a brand that you're proud of. Until next time, it's your favorite branding stylist, Branding Bae, signing off.